for the 10th Legion Welterweight World Championship. Introducing first, fighting to my left out of the blue corner. He stands in at fighting 8 inches tall, official weight 77 kilograms. Professional record is outstanding as he has 45 victories against 12 defeats. Representing Team Loyal and coming to us from Guimarães, Portugal. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rafael Silva. And his adversary across the cage to my right, fighting out of the red corner. He stands fighting 10 inches tall, official weight 77 kilograms. Professional record is impressive as he has 18 victories against 11 defeats. Representing Termy Cockpate and coming to us from London by way of every France. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting a UFC veteran. He is the reigning and defending welterweight world champion, Jess the Joker Liaudin. And our in charge is their individual Greg Lawrence.
Here we go, our main event of the evening from Scala here at King's Cross in London. 10th Legion 7. Rafael Silva in the black trunks. Wearing the red is Jess the Joker Liaudin. Liaudin is a UFC veteran. Had a 6-week training camp. Rafael Silva with a record of 45-12. Coming up to us from Guimarães, Portugal. As the Joker gets down Rafael Silva. Jess the Joker Liaudin, 37 years of age, living in London by way of every France. He's been doing martial arts since he was 8 years old. Last fought in April of 2010, beat Manuel Garcia by first round guillotine choke. Now Rafael Silva trying to come up and take and wrestle Jess the Joker Liaudin against the cage. Rafael Silva, 32 years of age, black belt in submission wrestling. Last fought, he won by way of TKO in Switzerland a couple of months back. Has fought in the United States, the Czech Republic, in his native Portugal, Switzerland, Russia, and now here in England. So he's a world traveler, is Rafael Silva. He's no stranger to fighting in an opponent's backyard. As Jess the Joker Liaudin pushes him off and now looking for the opening. A nice front kick by Jess Liaudin. Liaudin and Silva looking to engage a little bit. One thing about Jess the Joker Liaudin, his credentials are incredible. He defeated Dennis Seaver by way of armbar at UFC 70. Holds quality wins. He's fought the likes of Abdul Muhammad and kind of wrestles and puts Silva on the ground momentarily. You know, he fought Shoni Carter, had a 2-fight win streak in the UFC. Fought Paul Taylor, Marcus Davis. You know, he actually sent in an application to the UFC in 1994 to try to fight, but he's been an 11-year veteran since 2000, been fighting professionally. I mean, he's been anywhere and everywhere as Jess the Joker Liaudin. As he's in the butterfly guard of Rafael Silva. Rafael Silva, this is a very important fight for him. Told me last night that he knows that Jess is a very good fighter with a well-rounded game, and he's just looking to win the fight. Didn't want to give away too much, but knows that he must impose his will and bring the fight to Jess Liaudin. As the Joker is on top in the guard of Rafael Silva. The one thing about Jess Liaudin, he's been competing in various forms of martial arts since he was 15 years of age, encompassing over 80 fights just in general, aside from MMA-wise. Beautiful job to pass to side control, and that's a veteran move right there to stand up, away a little bit, still kind of hold control of the legs, and then pass the side control. That is what Jess the Joker Liaudin brings to the table. You know, he's, as I mentioned, he is 15 years of age, over 80 fights. He has a 70-inch reach. He loves leg locks, heel hooks. You know, he's very crafty and also has some slick BJJ. He spent some time training at Team Quest and working with the likes of Dan Henderson, Sean Tompkins, and conditioning from Ryan Parsons when they were all there together at Team Quest. That was a couple of years ago. So Jess the Joker Liaudin has really worked very hard. And now a nice reversal by Rafael Silva to come to his feet. My goodness, Rafael Silva kind of looks at Jess Liaudin and says, I'm here to fight and here to bring it to you. And he's throwing with bad intentions behind his punches. Rafael Silva, he's been training since the age of 17. He's in great physical shape and has tremendous conditioning. He's basically his own coach. He does not have an actual coach per se. He has people in his corner, but he's pretty much his own coach. He's in outstanding physical shape. He's given up 5 years to Jess Liaudin, and also a 2-inch reach advantage and a takedown for the Joker. Who would have thought coming into the fight that it was Jess Liaudin who'd be able to take down the black belt in submission wrestling? As Jess Liaudin looking to impose his will on Rafael Silva. Rafael Silva knows that this is the biggest test of his entire career. You know, obviously, he's a big welterweight, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Rafael Silva drop down into the lightweight division just based on height-wise alone. But Jess Liaudin and Rafael Silva going at it here, sold-out crowd here at Scala, King's Cross in London. It's great to be here in London for 10th Legion Championship fighting, our first time here at Scala. Look forward to returning in the very near future. As Jess Liaudin using some ground and pound. Yeah, Jess Liaudin, 18-11, trains at a team Coq Bataille. He spent a 6-week training camp. He wants to keep the fight standing, and that ends round 1. It is in the books. Here we go, the second round, scheduled for 3-hour free of charges. Craig Lawrence, Jess Liaudin. You know, he told me he's fighting Rafael Silva because apparently he has nothing to do this weekend, so he kind of wants to take on somewhat of a challenger. Obviously, he was joking. A nice spinning back kick by Jess Liaudin, and he's known for that, opening up with spinning back kicks and spinning back fists as well. Very unorthodox striker is Jess Liaudin. Back kicks, spinning wheel kicks, spinning back fists. If you name it, Jess Liaudin will do it. And he actually dedicated that spinning wheel kick to me because he said he wanted to do it. Now he's opening up. Very nice job, some knees. And he's looking to take down Rafael Silva. He wants to make it, in my opinion, Jess Liaudin tonight wants to make a statement. He wants to prove to the world that here is this black belt submission wrestling, very strong wrestler, very stocky, that he can take him down at will. Jess Liaudin likes to beat opponents at their own game. That is what makes him very special. Aside from his entertaining spinning back fist and wheel kicks. Looking for a takedown is Jess Liaudin. Now, Liaudin has lived in the UK for over 14 years. He's training martial arts since he was 8 years old. Started in karate, then moved on to kickboxing. You know, gets a lot of height in his kicks as well. So when he kicks, he gets a lot of height. Nice takedown, beautiful trip right there by Jess Liaudin. And Liaudin, clearly the fan favorite here tonight. A lot of fans have come out to support the UFC veteran. As Rafael Silva looking to come to his feet, he knows he's in some trouble. When you have Jess Liaudin on you, it's like being smothered and having a blanket on top of you and not being able to breathe whatsoever. And that's a very smart move by Jess Liaudin as he kind of put his hands in the airway of Rafael Silva, not allowing him to breathe whatsoever. And you can hear in the corner of Jess Liaudin telling him, work some elbows, use that ground and pound. As Rafael Silva just grabbing a hold of the neck of Liaudin, trying to neutralize him, but doesn't look like it's going to be doing any good for Rafael Silva, the 32-year-old native from Guimarães, Portugal. As Jess Liaudin still trying to make sure he has body control. Now a scramble, but Liaudin winds up still in half guard. Some hard elbows, thudding elbows. They're bouncing the head off of Silva. His head bounces off the mat. Another strong right hand for Jess Liaudin. You know, Dennis Seaver is an outstanding lightweight in the UFC, and it was very easy, not easy, but he almost made it look effortless as Jess Liaudin defeated Dennis Seaver at UFC 70. So some impressive wins for Liaudin. He's had some tremendous battles all over the world, and also inside the legendary famed octagon. And here at 10th Legion Championship Fighting. I find it interesting that Jess Liaudin and Pete Irving fought a couple of years ago, and now they're training partners together. They work hard. Since that fight at 10th Legion Championship Fighting, they've developed a bond of friendship, and they're training together. They're pushing each other in the right direction. Pete Irving won earlier tonight, and Jess the Joker Liaudin looking to do much more of the same. And right now a cut has opened up along the right eye of Rafael Silva, and that's bad news for the 32-year-old. He's got to do something. This has been a one-sided domination on the behalf of Jess Liaudin. Nice right hand over the top by Jess Liaudin. You know, Liaudin knows that his opponent is a short, stocky grappler, and that's why he wanted to keep the fight upright, but I guess things have changed as he's just imposing his will and unloading and punishing Rafael Silva, just busting him up, nailing him from the guard with thudding strikes. Liaudin kind of gets out of the guard and passes and just kind of jumps in with a hard right hand to the chest of Rafael Silva. You can hear the corner of Rafael Silva trying to shout instructions to him in Portuguese, but they have to find something as we are going to the third and final round. Here we go, the third and final round. Jess the Joker Liaudin out of the red corner, wearing the red trunks, out of the blue, wearing the black. It's Rafael Silva. They touch gloves as a sign of respect. If I'm in the corner of Rafael Silva, a nice head kick for Jess the Joker Liaudin, and he puts again a nice takedown, putting Rafael Silva on his back for the third time in the fight, or in this third round, opening up the third round with a takedown. You know, if I'm in the corner of Rafael Silva, I would be shouting to him, you have to get up, you have to go right now. You're down on the scorecards. They weren't even close. Jess Liaudin has been dominating Rafael Silva. Hasn't even been close as Jess Liaudin using that ground and pound, taking down Rafael Silva at will. He's got to go right now. He must come to his feet and either look for a submission right now from the guard or look for that knockout, because he's in danger of losing this fight on all three scorecards. Well, this is the biggest opportunity in the career of Rafael Silva. He knows this. He believes that this is his time with the win over Jess Liaudin to show the world that he is a bona fide welterweight contender. But he's got to move right now. Jess Liaudin has been on him and smothering him, peppering him with a variety of strikes, taking him down at will, using ground and pound. This has been a ground clinic. If you want to see what ground and pound is all about, look no further than this fight, as Jess Liaudin has done a fantastic job of avoiding submissions, using his power, using his technique to dominate Rafael Silva. As Silva don't really know what's going on here, as he gives his back up momentarily to Jess Liaudin. Trying to roll into a knee bar of sorts or something along those lines, but Jess Liaudin way too crafty on that front. Jess Liaudin, there was a question coming into the fight if there was going to be any cage rust. He hasn't fought since April of 2010, an 11-month layoff, but I guess the question, as he's answering it here tonight, is absolutely not. Jess Liaudin in the half guard of Rafael Silva. Some sharp elbows delivered by the UFC veteran. And another one. Just shoulder strikes. You have to believe that Jess Liaudin has seen everything and anything thrown at him And it's going to be very tough for Rafael Silva to pull out the win here, but he's got to move right now. This is the time where he has to find a way to come to his feet, reverse positions, and try to throw just haymakers. That's exactly what he needs to throw, and maybe possibly land a knockout blow. It doesn't appear as if that is going to take place, but Rafael Silva's got to do so. He's just holding on right now and allowing Jess Liaudin to beat on his head, and blood gushing from the right side of the face of Rafael Silva. And a sharp left hand that lands for Jess Liaudin. Sold out crowd here at Scala, King's Cross, here in London. The first time we've been here to London. 10th League Championship fighting. We look forward to returning. This is a worthy main event, a world-class main event, being made by Alan Orr, the matchmaker and the promoter for 10th League Championship fighting. And Jess Liaudin is proving all the critics wrong in terms of cage rust. There is none whatsoever on the behalf of Jess Liaudin. Liaudin has just been punishing Rafael Silva from side control and in the guard. And he is in line to his 19th victory. And will no doubt, I have every belief in the world that he can still compete at that next level. He's proven it here tonight. And some hard strikes, right hands. And Jess Liaudin's so good. I honestly don't think that he knows how good he is. He's a veteran. You know, he has just devastating knockout power. He's taken down a black belt in submission wrestling whenever he wants. Very strong and powerful, and he's doing what he wants with him. And he gets out of the guard momentarily. And now Jess Liaudin, oh, beautiful Superman punch into the guard. That ends the fight. What a domination. A thoroughly calculating performance by Jess the Joker Liaudin, as he should be in line to defeat Rafael Silva here at 10th Legion 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the 10th Legion scorecards, please give Rafael Silva and Jess the Joker Liaudin a round of applause for 3 entertaining rounds of World Championship action inside the 10th Legion Steel. After 3 rounds, we go to the scorecards. All 3 judges saw the same for the winner, 30-27 by unanimous decision.